Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to our second to last week of class. We have this week and next week of instruction, and then after next week, we've been asked to not give you any new instruction. And then we'll do some review for the finals, and then we'll have our finals. So I'll talk more about the final later. But it's gonna obviously be on PowerSchool and a lot shorter than our last final was. But we still have 2 more weeks of instruction and online learning. But I can't believe we're almost to the end. So for this week, we're gonna finish those notes that we started last week. So last week you did the emotional feeling notes, and then this week we're gonna do physical feeling notes. So how can we express pain, what different kinds of way that you can say you don't feel well, and different people who help us when we are sick, doctors and nurses, medication, pharmacists, stuff like that. So you already should have started those notes. The pain and health words are on the same document as the emotions were, so you should have those ready already, and I'm not posting them again in this week. So if you only printed out like the emotions parts of it for last week, go back to last week and that document is there, and you can print out or fill out online the rest of it this week. So there will be a PowerPoint for you to use to fill out those notes, that part of the notes. And then there's also a worksheet, so it's the categories game again, but in worksheet form. So I'm giving you categories and you just need to make a list. I'll post my list if you want to check your points or if you want to compete against a partner to see how you would have done in class. And then notice that on that worksheet, it's actually 2 pages long, and on the second page there are just a few sentences for you to complete. So like last week, how you talked about different instances where you are happy or sad, tired. This week is just a couple sentences like that, except for when you don't feel well. What situations might you not feel well in? And then, so that's for Monday and Tuesday, and that worksheet is due Tuesday at 10 p.m. Then for Wednesday and Thursday, you have a reading that's an excerpt from a book about Le Petit Nicolas. So Le Petit Nicolas is a super popular series in France in character. There's a bunch of books about Le Petit Nicolas. Le Petit Nicolas goes on vacation. There's an original Le Petit Nicolas, Le Petit Nicolas at school, stuff like that. So he's a really fun character for us to get to know. And this is an excerpt from one of the books about him being sick. So you'll read that, you'll have comprehension questions to go along with it. And that is due Thursday night at 10 p.m. I also posted, so there's movies over Le Petit Nicolas. There's a really cute movie. It's in French called Le Petit Nicolas, but if you can find it, I really suggest that you watch it. I do have it in class. We didn't get a chance to watch it this year. I usually save it for when I need to be gone, so maybe next year when I have a sub or if I'm gone for a couple of days, you guys can watch that because it's really good. But if you find it online somewhere streaming, I'm not sure if it's streaming anywhere. If you can rent it somewhere, do watch it because it's really good. But there is an animated series as well, and so I posted just the episode about him being sick. He's actually playing hooky. That's on YouTube. It doesn't have subtitles, but I think it's still fun to watch. You can tell what's going on by watching it, and you can kind of test yourself and see how many of these words you could catch or other words that you know that you could catch as you're watching it. So it's only like 12 minutes long, so it's not required to watch, but what else do you have to do? And it's really fun, so I recommend watching it. It's there if you want to watch it. And then I'm giving you Thursday as well to do some extra practice or extra studying for the vocab quiz, whatever that looks like for you. I did post some marker boards that we would have done in class, so you could kind of test yourself, go through that PowerPoint, and see if you can write down the correct answer. But any other way that you want to study for the vocab quiz. And there's also a Conjugamos that's due Thursday night at 10 p.m. And then your quiz over the emotions vocab and the pain health vocab is Friday. I'll open it Friday morning, and you have the entire weekend for it, so Sunday at midnight. And that's it for this week. So just lots of vocab this week. And then next week, we are going to do the IPA that I talked about. That kind of goes along with the leisure activity stuff, and then a little bit of this. So we'll do some IPA practice, and then we'll have our IPA next week, and then that's it. So I think that's all I have to tell you about this week. As far as the quiz goes, please wait. If you feel like your grade is not accurate, please wait until I actually enter grades into PowerSchool to email me about it, because when I wait until everybody's done with the quiz, so I wait until it's closed, and then I go through every single quiz to make sure that your wrong answers are actually wrong, because it counts off a lot for spelling and stuff like that I don't normally take an entire point off. So wait until I enter your grade and then see whether or not you think that grade is fair before you contact me, because it's likely that I will give you points back once I start going over them after everybody has turned them in. And then if there are people that got less than an 80%, I'll reopen it for a day or two, and you can try to retake it. Don't use accents on the quizzes. I've been saying that, and some people are still using accents. Not everybody can make the accents on their keyboards. I can't even make it on my keyboard when I'm typing into PowerSchool. My normal key codes don't work. And so I'm just leaving them out. They are really important in general, but on these quizzes on PowerSchool, I just can't create them, and other people can't create them, so please do not use the accents. It's gonna count everything wrong because I'm not putting them in the answer. So that could also be another reason why you seem like you got everything wrong when you think you got it right. So do not use accents. Bon courage on your quiz, and until next time, à la prochaine. Au revoir.